There comes a time in everyone's life when we pause to reflect on the choices we've made with our money, the quiet decisions behind closed doors, the moments of hesitation before a purchase, the promises we make to our future selves. In Saving versus Investing Explained, we are not just given financial instructions, we are invited into a deeper conversation, one that is as much about our values, fears, and hopes as it is about dollars and cents. This is a book that speaks not just to the mind, but to the heart. And through its gentle guidance, we come to see money not as a burden or a source of anxiety, but as a tool for freedom, growth, and peace of mind. At the core of the book is a simple, yet profound truth: saving and investing are not enemies, they are dance partners. They move together, in rhythm with our lives, and each has its place depending on the music we are dancing to. Saving is like the stillness of a forest after rain. It is quiet, reliable, and comforting. It is the act of preparing, of securing ourselves against the unknown. When we save, we are saying to our future selves, I care about you. I want you to be safe. It is the emergency fund that gives us dignity during a crisis, the down payment that brings us closer to a dream home, the cushion that lets us sleep soundly at night. Saving is the foundation, necessary, noble, and deeply human. But then, the book takes us further. It asks, what happens when we only save? What happens when our money simply sits, quietly eroding under the weight of inflation, losing its power day by day? That's when the wisdom of investing reveals itself. Investing, unlike saving, is active. It is about growth, risk, and potential. It is like planting a seed, not knowing how tall the tree will grow, but trusting the process. When we invest, we participate in something larger than ourselves. We believe in businesses, in innovation, in the economy, in the future. Through deeply relatable stories, the book introduces us to individuals at various crossroads in life. There is Sarah, a single mother who has always clung tightly to her savings, terrified of losing even a dollar. She grew up watching her parents struggle, and so she learned to find safety in the predictable. But after years of diligent saving, she finds herself stuck. Her money is not growing. Her dreams, a better school for her son, a small bakery of her own, seem forever out of reach. It's only when a mentor gently introduces her to the concept of investing that something shifts in her. She learns that risk, when informed and measured, is not recklessness, it is courage. And courage, she discovers, is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Then there's David, a young man fresh out of college, eager to grow wealth and make a name for himself. He dives headfirst into investing, lured by the excitement of fast gains and stock market highs. But he does so without saving first. He has no safety net. And when a financial storm hits, an unexpected medical bill, a layoff, he is devastated. The book uses his story to remind us that investing without saving is like building a house on sand. There must be balance. Saving protects us, investing elevates us. We need both, just as the heart needs both rhythm and beat. One of the most emotionally moving parts of the book explores the concept of time, not just in terms of compounding interest, but in the way our choices ripple through our lives. It speaks to the young woman putting away her first $100 in a savings account and shows how, if she invests wisely, that single decision could one day help her child attend college, or allow her to retire with dignity. Time, when combined with discipline and intention, becomes our greatest ally. The book urges us to respect time not just as a financial tool, but as a spiritual teacher. It teaches patience. It rewards consistency. It humbles us with its quiet power. But perhaps the most transformational message in the book is about mindset. So many people walk through life with an adversarial relationship to money, feeling unworthy of wealth, afraid of losing, or ashamed of wanting more. This book gently peels away those layers. It reminds us that money, like water, flows to where it is respected, understood, and used with purpose. It's not about being greedy, it's about being intentional. We save not because we're scared, but because we are wise. We invest not because we're reckless, but because we believe in possibility. The book also dives into the mechanics, clearly and simply explaining things like high-yield savings accounts, the importance of liquidity, the role of inflation, and the difference between stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and index funds. But what sets this book apart is how it always brings the conversation back to the heart. Every chart is paired with a life lesson. Every financial term is tied to a real-world emotion: fear, hope, excitement, regret. It acknowledges that money is never just money. It's time, it's choices, it's freedom, The narrative also explores intergenerational impact. It speaks of parents who make the brave choice to invest in their children's futures, not just with words or love, but with practical tools like education savings accounts or long-term retirement plans. It shows how one generation's discipline can become another generation's opportunity. And it reminds us that when we take control of our financial lives, we don't just change our own stories, we change the stories of those who come after us. In the final chapters, the book circles back to a central theme: alignment. It urges readers to align their money decisions with their values. Are you saving just to hoard, or are you saving for peace of mind, for travel, for health, for a home that feels like sanctuary? Are you investing in things you believe in, or chasing trends out of fear of missing out? When we align our financial behavior with our deeper beliefs, money becomes sacred. It becomes a vessel for purpose, a bridge to our dreams. By the end, you don't walk away with just financial knowledge. You walk away with clarity. You begin to see your bank account not as a report card, but as a mirror, reflecting your intentions, your discipline, your self-respect. The book invites you to stop waiting for the right time to start making wise decisions. The right time, it says with loving firmness, is now. Not when you make more money. Not when the market feels safe. Now, because your future self is depending on you. So, whether you're someone who has never saved a dollar or someone with a closet full of financial fears, whether you're afraid of the stock market or afraid of missing out on its magic, this book meets you with compassion, not judgment. It whispers a simple truth that echoes in your heart long after the final page: you are capable. You are worthy, and your financial life, like your personal life, can become a story of transformation, empowerment, and peace, one intentional decision at a time.